All right, guys. It's been a while since we've been out here painting. It's been a very cold winter. It's finally starting to warm up a little bit. So I just want to share with you just a real quick video. Something that if you have trouble applying your gesso or getting your painting ready for the oil paint, this video is for you. Now, this is a 12 by 16 canvas. This is usually what I paint on, about this size, sometimes 16 by 20. But you can use any size canvas that you want to. And this one right here, we're going to show you, I would never purposely do one of a painting of somebody else, especially something they have that might be copyrighted, something that they've done on their channel. I always want to do original paintings. But for this one here, for the Joy of Painting and Bob Ross's, I think it's Deep Wilderness painting, where it shows the cabin and the cliffs, he didn't show how the black gesso was applied to that first. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to show painting, that actual painting on video. I don't want to copy anything from what he has done, but I just want to show you what he didn't show you, and that's how to get the black gesso ready to go on your canvas to get ready for that painting. Now, I use Bob Ross black gesso, but you can use any kind that you want to, just whatever. I use just a little throwaway cup, and we're just going to put a little bit in the bottom because it doesn't take very much. A little bit in the bottom. You can get these cheap foam applicators about anywhere. Just dip it in here. Now, for that painting, he had put black down here, and then the rest of it, he put liquid white on it and went from there. We're going to show you. So just get a little bit of black gesso on the foam brush and just start down here and just cover it up. That's all there is to it. I've heard Bob say in a pinch, you can use black acrylic paint for black gesso if you're out of black gesso, but it's not really made for oil paint to stick to. So I suggest that you use a black gesso as well. Black acrylic paint just has a different kind of chemistry than the black gesso, and it's not really made for paint to stick to it. So we're going to go up right about here is halfway. Now, if you want to show more of the sky, you want to drop your painting line below halfway. If you want to show more of the ground than the sky, then you want to go above. So we're going to go below. We're going to keep this kind of condensed down here at the bottom. And so right here about here is halfway. So we're going to go up to maybe right there. We're going to paint it just across. One thing I like about these foam applicators is when you're done, you just throw them away. You don't have to worry about washing them. You can use any kind of old brush that you want. Now, usually when I paint and use black gesso, I'll put 2 coats on. One coat, it just seems like it doesn't quite fill in, and you probably can't see it, but there's just little white spots here that it just doesn't seem to cover very well. Now, this black gesso will take 30 minutes to dry, not too much. So when you get it looking like this, now up in here on Bob's Deep Wilderness painting, it really showed the wilderness back here. Lots of trees and things. So it's hard to make a tree out of a flat angled brush like that. So in a case like that, you can take one of these old chip brushes, made in China. They're cheap. They're meant to be thrown away. Get a little bit of gesso on that thing. And just puts you in a little bushes and a couple little trees on the edges over here. Just so you can say when you paint and you do the actual painting, you have something here to go by to make that background look like little bushes and little trees. No, that doesn't take much. Now you can definitely see the line. The solid line is different. But right about in there is probably where you want to start laying your grass in. So you're just going to kind of cover that up and just make your bushes kind of stand out there on the sides like that. You can put one right here in the middle if you want to. Just put some black gesso, and then when you come back in with your oil paint to go over top of it, it'll be just nice and just cover up really good. Then, after that, like I said, you'll want to let this dry completely. Should dry in about 30 minutes or so. Just make sure it is dry to the touch before you start doing the actual painting. Then when you go and you watch Bob's video, from right here, when the black gesso is dry, that's how he starts his video and shows about that painting itself. It's a wonderful painting. I suggest you give it a try, but this is just to show you black gesso is just so very easy. Anybody can do it real quickly. If you mess up, you can get this in white gesso. Just paint right over top of it with white, start again. That's all you gotta do. Hope you all enjoyed this. Happy painting.